Hey guys, I just wanted to share another adventure with y'all. We just got back from a cruise where we really enjoyed the Fury Catamaran Snorkel and beach break in Cozumel. So come along with us and enjoy the adventure. Bark.
I was worried about it being too cold to swim.
Meow.
Nope, I'm hot.
Meow. Okay, so the first thing I noticed was that the catamarans actually picked you up directly from the cruise pier. So the fact that I stepped off the ship and could literally see the catamaran on the pier, I knew exactly where to go, and that made me happy. It relieved the anxiety and made me more excited for the adventure. So when you step onto the catamaran, you're going to be handed a life vest and your own set of face mask and snorkel. And then after you have your life vest and goggles and snorkel, they're going to gather you together. They have a photographer on board that's going to take your picture as a family, and then they sell those later to you or offer them later to you as a little souvenir in a little frame that says Fury Catamarans on it. So after you have everything you need, you're going to find a place to sit, and then the supervisor or the person that's in charge of the catamaran is going to tell you all about all of the things to expect for the day. We were super lucky on ours because there was only 43 people on our catamaran, where pre-COVID he said that they had up to 128 people on each excursion. So we had plenty of room to move around, plenty of drinks. The crew could focus on that smaller group a lot better, and we really enjoyed that.
Always say less people, more drinks.
When I booked the excursion, I was really nervous about it starting at 8 a.m. because you're going snorkeling, you're going to be on a catamaran, and we went in March, so I was really worried about it not being warm enough at 8 o'clock in the morning, but that was not the case. It was plenty warm and the water was very refreshing. You're going to spend about 25 minutes just making your way over to where you're going to snorkel, so you're just listening to music. They start giving you your beer or margaritas. The party begins. When you reach the snorkeling destination, you get about 45 minutes to snorkel, and the water, it was so crystal clear and the most beautiful turquoise color I've ever seen. You could seem like you could just see forever underwater. And then they had this guide in the water with you that had a camera, and he had, I believe, a little fanny pack of fish food, which attracted all of the fish. And so what he would do is he would have all these fish around you and then have you go underwater with the fish and take pictures, which turned out really cool. We were all seriously in awe of all the different fish that we got to see. We even saw some stingrays. The area we were snorkeling in itself was so beautiful that this was one part of the excursion that we really enjoyed. My kids really enjoyed it. When you're finished snorkeling, you're going to take about another 25-minute catamaran ride over to the Fury Catamaran's private beach. Again, because we were on a group of 43 people, there was another catamaran there that Fury owned. They also only had about 40-something people, so we had the beach pretty much to ourselves. I mean, it's a large area, the sand is beautiful, they have so much to do, plenty of chairs to sit in. They have kayaks and floats for you to use. paddle boards, all of that is included in the price. And then they also have all of the air up toys, the blow up trampoline in the water, the slides, all of that is included in the excursion price. So those were really fun. They were in great shape. The property itself is very nicely maintained. We were told by, and maybe from the catamaran crew, that there is issues with seaweed at certain times of the year, which happens to be the problem the time of year we went. We didn't have any issues with seaweed. There might have been some in the water a little bit deeper, but not really in the swim area anywhere you were, or on the beach, and it was beautiful. So when you get hot and tired from laying out on the beach or playing beach volleyball, there is a little bar area where you can go up, and that's where they're going to serve you the all-inclusive beer or margaritas at that bar. And then behind the bar, there's a really nice area where you can there's hammocks to lay in. Again, very nicely maintained in that area as well. If you get hungry, there is a grill there that you can order hamburgers, and then they give you a bag of chips, and it's $11 for the hamburger and a bag of chips. So you're going to spend about an hour and a half at the beach, swimming and doing all the things that they offer there, and then they're going to call you back to the catamaran, and you're going to have about a 45 to 50 minute catamaran ride back to the cruise ship. And this is where the party really kind of starts. Everybody has been drinking since 8 a.m. with all of the beer and margaritas that they're giving you, and so now they're going to start playing loud music and get you up onto the front of the catamaran or the top of the catamaran, pretty much anywhere you want to be, and get the dance party started. And the crew's going to get involved in dancing, and everybody's just really having a good time. You've got your kids in there dancing. Previously, when I was looking at different excursions and watching videos to see what it would be like, what I didn't see a lot of was the ride back to the ship to see what that atmosphere was like, and that was exactly what we wanted, was the loud music, the just having a really good time on a catamaran in the middle of the Caribbean, and that's exactly what we got there. So I loved that. My kids loved that as well, and those were the things we really loved about it. So honestly, other than the limited drink options and the limited food options, that's really probably all we would say that we didn't enjoy about it. Other than that, it was a really good time, and it was an excursion that we would definitely recommend. So all in all, I'd give it about an 8.5 out of 10, just for those few reasons that I mentioned. If you've been on the catamaran tour, let us know what your experience was and what your likes and dislikes were, and we will see you on our next adventure.